Welcome to my channel. My channel name is ghentech. If you are new to our channel, please like and subscribe. Today we'll go through the process of creating a blog from scratch. At the end of this tutorial, this is the things that you will learn. One, how to create a blog from scratch. 2, how to create a blog contact page. 3, how to add recent post widget to your blog. 4, how to add tags to your blog. 5, how to add category to your blog. 6, how to enable and add robot.txt to your blog. What is robot.txt? Robot.txt helps your blog to be discoverable. With this, if you enable this, you tell Google this is what you want to be searchable from Google. That's for this robot.txt. So you will enable it. Then this one is how to add and enable ads.txt. This one is needed if you want to monetize your blog. You see, so the next one will be how to add your blog to Google Console. This Google Console helps your blog to be searchable. So after enabling this robot.txt, you still need to go and add your blog URL to Google Console so that it can be discoverable. So the next will be how to add submenu drop down to your blog. When we do it practical, you will know how to do it and you understand it better. The 10th one will be how to replace the default template. You know, when you sign up, they will give you a default template. If you don't like that one, how to replace it. And I also give you a sample template to use if you would like to use that one. So that's it. That's what you will learn. So at the end of the tutorial, your site will be something like ours. This is our site. It will be very close to this one, but you still need to do some work for it to come to this level. But if you do extra work, your blog will come to be something like this. So let's head over to the site to create your blog. Head over to blogger.com. When you get to that site, what you need, okay, I'm already logged in. So if you're not logged in, when you get to this site, what you need to do is to click on create your blog. After clicking on create your blog, the next thing you click is to sign in. You will sign in. After signing in, then you give your blog a name. After giving your blog a name, the fourth one will be to give the name of the person that will be posting on this blog. You see, this one example, this is the person that will be posting on this blog, this ghentech test. I'm already logged in. That's why I skipped this process, these 4 processes. That's why I'm telling you, when you get to blogger.com, first thing you will do is click on create blog. Second thing will be to log into your Google account, because you need Google account to run your blog. The fourth one is to choose the name of your blog, and the fifth one will be to choose the name of the person that will be posting on your blog, like this ghentech text. That's it. Now after doing these four things, it will bring you to this point. I've already created a sample blog, but let me create another one from scratch so that you understand everything. Now, when you must have done these 4 steps that I just told you, it will bring you to this point. So let me create another blog. So after clicking on create blog, logging on, logging into your Google account, the third page will be this page. Choose a name for your blog. Now let's choose a name. My channel name is ghentech. You see, so if you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, go and search for ghentech and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you are just joining us, let me go through what you should expect to learn at the end of this tutorial. You learn how to create a blog from scratch. You learn how to add contact page. You learn how to add recent posts we get to your blog. You learn how to add tags to your blog. Tags help your blog to be searchable. With the tags, you won't use people search on Google, they can easily find your blog things in your blog. How to add category to your blog. How to enable and add robot.txt. How to enable and add ads.txt. How to add your blog to Google Console so that your blog will be searchable. How to add submenu drop down to your blog, and how to replace the default template with the one I will give you, except if you want to search and get from Google, and lots more. I might talk of other things that I did not mention here. Okay, at this point, let's now create our blog. So let's give an blog as ghentech special. So I want our new blog to be ghentech special. So if it is ghentech special, that means our blog name will now be ghentechspecial.blogspot.com. What's our target? Our target is to have a blog that is similar to this one. I've already done some work on this blog, but then if I give you an overview of what you need to know, you can create a similar blog like this one. You can even make it better than this one. This is our blog. So at this point, let our blog name be ghentechspecial.blogspot.com. This name that I'm giving it here will be this name here. So the site will now add the rest of the site name. Okay, ghentech special. The next thing will be to click on next. You see, now that ghentech special will still be what will be here. ghentech special ghentechspecial.blogspot.com. Okay, the first one is ghentech special. So okay, now let me make it clearer for you. Let's go back. This is ghentech special. Let me space it. ghentech special will be the same thing as this name. This one is ghentech, but this one will now be ghentech special. So I'm trying to space it. ghentech special. Ours is ghentech. Now this one will now be ghentech special. Now click on next. So since our site name is ghentech special, we want our blog to now be ghentechspecial.blogspot.com. Now click on save. So we've already given the name of the person that will be posting on this blog. That's why we skipped that part. If we've not, then that means we'll need to select the name of the person that will be posting on this blog. Okay, at this point our new blog is ready, but now we need to set it up. Now see our new blog now. ghentech special.blogspot.com. Enter. Our site should be available. Okay, see, our site is available. See how it is. Nothing is there, but we can now do lots of things to make this site look neat and probably look similar to this site. This is the site we are creating. So at this point, we are almost getting there. Okay, Now we've created, what's our target? We've created a blog from scratch. Now let's add, okay, I skipped some things. Now let's add how to create a post to this. How to create a post on your blog. So we skipped this, so let's add it now. Let's probably make it the number 11 so that we don't need to scatter all this. So but the sequence that we might not need to follow the sequence as it is written here, but at the end of this tutorial we must have touched almost everything here. So at this point we'll do this one, how to create a post on your blog. Now let's, at this point you click on this cursor is already on post. Since this color is on like this color, that means it's already on post. If you select statistics, you will notice that this color will be on this statistics now, but we will need this thing to be on post. Now we'll now click on new post. Now we'll create a post. Now follow me. We'll now click on how, let the topic now be how to create a blog from scratch to finish. We are trying to create a simple blog, a simple text like this. How to create a blog from start to finish. So okay, creating a blog is as simple as heading over to blogger.com and sign up with your Google account. Let me not make it too long. So that's just it. So if you've been using Microsoft Word, you understand what all these things mean, all these things here. Now let's make this let's do it like this. How to create a post on your blog. Now let's test all these things before we do other things. Now let's, if we want to do this thing to be bold, we'll highlight and we'll click on B. If we want it to be italic, we'll click on I, and if we want it to be underlined, we click on U. That's it. Now what you need to know is, if you want to import image from your phone, from your laptop, you need to click on here. If you want to, okay, let me open it. If you want to open image from your laptop, click here. If you want to open for your Google from your saved picture online, you click here. If you have a URL that you want to import the URL and the picture, you use here. Now let's check this one. If you want to import video from your computer, you use here. If you want to import video from YouTube, you use here. Now let's check other things. If after posting like 5, you set up your blog to accommodate up to 10 posts on a page, and after creating a particular post, you will notice that number of posts on a page is reduced. then it means that there's a particular, the last post before you started noticing that is not well aligned. And for you to correct that, you need to just come to the last post, click on this, and start a jump break. With this, if there was something like missing post, just adding this to the last post will make that missing post to come up. If it did not come up, then you need to okay, what you need to know is anytime you post a new content on your blog, you need to always count and confirm that your number of posts is still as you want it to be. If it reduces at any point, maybe you wanted your number of posts to be 10 and it reduces to 7 or 8, just come and put this jump break to the last post. It will correct the whole thing. Okay, now that's by the way. If you want to link a post to a website, what you need to do, okay, like this one now, we want to link this blogger. We don't want to make it in full blogger, you see. But when you look at it from front end, you will notice that it will be highlighted. It will have a different color. That means anything that has a different color is a hyperlink. That means if you click on it, it will lead you to another link. So I want this, any person that click on this blogger to take that person to blogger.com. You can highlight it, click on this, insert an edit link. Now here you insert the site. Let's https blogger.com. So if you don't want that link to replace your link that is already open, you click on open in a new window. Now apply. With this, when some people that visit your site click on it, it will open a new window and then open this site for them, and your own site will still be open. That means it will not override your own site. That's for this insert. So this one is to change the color. If peradventure you want to change the color of this one, you can now decide to change it. Let's maybe make it to be red. It will change. Okay, now that's it. Okay, if you want to do the coding part of it, maybe you don't want to be typing it like this like a newbie. You are a pro in HTML and you want to switch to HTML. What you do is to click on HTML. You see, HTML. That's it. Click on HTML. So if you're a pro with HTML, you can code from here. If you're not a pro, you can just do it from compose view. Okay, that's it. At this point, we can now publish. We can now publish. So that's it. If there's any other thing you need to know that I skipped, you can still draw my attention to it and I'll put you through. If you want to add smileys, you can use this. Now let's publish. Okay, before we publish, if you want people to be able to comment on this post, this is where you allow it. Allow is already on allow, so when you publish, people will be able to comment. But peradventure you don't want people to comment on this post, what you need to do is to click on do not allow. Do not allow, so people will not be able to comment on this post. So but since we want people to comment on this post, we'll leave it on allow. So if you want to add label is tags. When you want to click on when you want to add tags, you can now add it here. You can add blogger, and blogger will now be the tag. So at this point, we can now decide to publish our first post. Okay, that's how to publish your first post. Now we can now go back here and refresh. Our post will be there waiting for us. That is our post. Now we can now click on open, and it will open the post. This is our post. Now people can comment here. Okay, that's by the way. So let's click here and go back to the default. Now let's do other things to this our site. So what's the next thing that we want to achieve? The next thing we want to achieve is to add a contact page to our blog. Now let's go back. To add a contact page, you click on pages. You've selected pages. Now this one is now enabled. You can now click on this page. We'll now do, let's make this to be contact. So we'll now click on, okay, I already have a contact template, so we'll use it, and then I'll tell you how to enable it. So first of all, here, this is a contact page. You don't want people to be commenting on contact page. That's what you enable this do not allow. Click on do not allow. So with this, people will not be able to comment on this contact page. Now I have a contact template that we use. I'll give you a link where you can download that contact script. What you need to do is download and do exactly what I will do now. You need to follow me to the end of this tutorial so that you will not miss any step in setting up your blog to look professional. Now let me go and get my contact template. I already have it, so I'll go and copy it. I'll paste, I'll keep the contact template where you have access to it. Okay, now see, if you click on this place, you notice that we are on template view. For us to paste this our contact template, we need to be in HTML view. You see, so we'll click on HTML view. So we are now in HTML view. Anything that is here, remove it and replace it with the script that I will drop. I will drop it where you can have access to it and you can download it. Switch to HTML view and paste the script. At this point, you can now decide to go back to our compose view. So this is our compose view. What we pasted there is now in this format. You see, so to contact us, see the contact form below, the contact form. So that's it. If we publish this, we can now be able to access it from our dashboard. But if you, okay, now let's first of all publish this. Publish. Now after publishing, if we go back to our site, you will notice that there is no difference on our site. There's no difference on our site. You see, so for us to enable this, let's using a responsive template for our site will come much later. I want you to just get the basics first, and now at the end of the tutorial, I will now use a import a responsive template to our blog, and everything we've coded already will still be intact. Now the template will just be where it's supposed to be, and everything you coded will come to where it's supposed to be by default. So now let's go and enable our contact page. To enable it, we need to go to layouts. Now this is our blog now, you see. And now we want to add the layout, the contact. What we need to do is we'll click on we click on side add gadget. You now add gadget and you now drag it to any position you want it to be. So we need to first of all add gadget. Okay, hope you are getting what I mean. That's by the way. Okay, click on add gadget, navigate to pages. Now we already have home page. Home page is your default. Now I want to add more pages like contacts, about us. You see, now we want to only add contacts. Now we do contacts. Once you click on contact, it will decode the contact you've already created. It will decode it, you see, because you've already created it. Now click on save. Now if we go to our front end now, our contact will show. So let's check it out. Refresh. Okay, sorry, it will not show. We need to do something more for it to show. We need to add another thing to this for it to show. Contact, yes, we need to add contact for it to show. Add widget, navigate to contact. No, I added the wrong thing. Add widget, navigate to contacts, contact form. Just save. With this, our contact will now be enabled. Now let's go and check again. Okay, see our contact. We enabled it on the wrong thing. Okay, now let's go and move it to where we want it to be. So we made it to be on sidebar, but we don't want it to be on sidebar. We want it to be on top. Okay, what you just need to do is to change the position of where we want it to be. Pages, search top. Let's save this and check where it will now be. Now let's refresh and check where it is now. Contact. So that's not the best place to be. Okay, best place it should be here. This header, pages. Oh, you already have pages, so move it to pages. Okay, header. Let's save this and check it out if it's where we want it to be. So your own is just to create it and move it to where you want it to be. So let's refresh and check if it is where you want it to be. Okay, it's now here. Home, contact. So when you click on contact, it will now take us to this point. So this is the contact form we created. So don't worry, when we, even if is not as we want it to be, when we import our SEO ready and template, everything will automatically be where it's supposed to be. And if it's not where it's supposed to be, we'll now modify and edit it. You see? Okay, that's by the way. So at this point, our contact page is ready. So what's our next target? The next one will be how to add a recent post widget to your blog. Okay, now let's add a simple widget, recent widget to our post. Okay, you know what, let's just import our SEO ready template so that we can modify it and do other things we want to do. Let's import our template, because this, with that template, it will easier for us to create this blog. So I wanted it to be the last, but let's bring it now so that we can learn the rest from there. Now this is our the template we want to use. I'll keep it where you have access to it. You see, you can download and use, except if you don't like it, you can decide to download a different one. Okay, now let's go to our themes. Follow me step by step so that you know how to change it. We go to themes, we click on this drop down, click on edit HTML. This is the template you are using by default. Now let's replace it with the one we have. We'll save and we'll go to our front end and confirm how it is. If it's the kind of template you need, you go head over to our site and download. If it's not, you can Google and get a different template for yourself. So this is the template I just imported. This is the template. Now let's check our about and see if it's still enabled. Okay, it shouldn't be enabled. Okay, it shouldn't be enabled. So we'll work on this. This is the template I just imported. If you like it, you can download it. If you don't like it, you can search for that template and use. So let's do our workaround on this template, on this one. Okay, that's it. Template that it will be at the end of the day. My fear is, if we do this, will you be able to learn it? But then let's use it. Let's use it. Okay, Okay, you know what? Let this be the end of the tutorial. Let's revert to our default template so that you at least learn everything first before we come to this point. If we jump over to this point, you might end up not learning it. So let's revert to our former template back. Okay, I think we cannot even revert again. Okay, revert to default. Okay, we are trying to see if we can revert to our default template. Let me see if we are able to revert. Okay, we are not able to revert. It is saved. So let's make do with this. You can still learn it. Okay, at this point we've settled, we've done this. So the next one will be how to add tags to your blog. I think we've added that. To add tags to your blog, what you need is, this is your post. This is your post. If you want to, this is the tag we have. If you want to add more tag, you can come and click here and maybe click on type maybe blogging. This is a tag. Apply. So that means at this point we have 2 tags for this post. So you can now refresh. Okay, this is our site. This is our site. You see? So that's it. Now what else do we add now? We'll need to add more to this. What's the next thing we want to learn? We want to learn how to create category. For you to create category, all you have to do is come to layout, then click on add widget. Now select label, call it category. Now select list. When it is list on list, you are trying to build your category. When it's on cloud, you are trying to build your labels, your tags. Now let's save this category, create another one. Let's call it, so that you know the difference between tag and category and tag. Now let's label. Now we now call this one tags. Now this one will now be cloud. Save. Now let's refresh and check what we just did now. So this is our tag and this is our category. You see? Now this is our blog. Now let's disable all of these so that we'll be adding them one after the other. That's the best way to learn this. Sure. And let me remove this. Let me remove the things we don't need and probably add them later. Recent news, tags, we don't need this. So recent news, we don't need all of this, so that I want you to learn it as we do it. There's no need having the one that is already here, not to import it ourselves. Okay, we don't need post author social profile, we don't need all these things. We'll do it ourselves and we'll learn it, so no need using the exact thing that is here. So we'll disable all of it. What you just need is the template. That's how I was able to modify my own to come up to this point. You don't need to use verbatim what they use. We only need the template so that the site will be responsive and it will be SEO ready. You see, so that's it. But everything we don't need, we need to remove it and replace it with our own. So let's save and check how it is now, so that we'll now bring in more of the things that we need to be on this. If you check now, the blog is now making sense small. You see, it's now making sense small. We've added tags, we've added category. You see, now all of these we will need to remove everything, and I will show you how to add them back. So we'll remove everything there. So that's this one, main menu top. We'll remove this, okay. Now what else do we need to remove? All these features, documentation, main menu. Remove this, remove everything here. I want you to learn it. If we just use it verbatim, you might not learn it. So let's remove everything. Let's just assume it is just there, but you cannot access it. Let's now refresh. Let's now refresh. Okay, we see our site is now making sense. It's now making sense. That was how I modified it to come up to this level, our blog level. You see, so that's it. Now what else do we need to do? We've added tags, we've added category. Now let's want to add our own recent here. So now let's add recent. I have a recent template. I'll drop it where you can still have access to it if you need this particular template. I want to download it. So this is my recent template. Copy. Now we'll head over to this point. We'll head over to this point and select HTML, paste, and save. You can decide to save this, and now we can now go and check what we just added. That's a recent post we add it. So let's go down and confirm what we just added. See what we just added now. You see, so you can now decide what I added is for is for ghentech. Our ghentech channel. That's what I added there. So let me show you what you need to do. When you download, you can now come and replace the site URL with your own site. Let me show you where the site URL is. The site URL is somewhere. You can decide to call this thing recent posts. Now let's look for the site URL. So when you download this template, so what you need to do is to change the site that will be there. See, this is ghentech.blogspot.com.feeds. That means the feeds that will be coming on this particular template will be the feed from my site. So when you download this particular template, what you will need to do is to remove this name, the site name, and replace it with your own. So where you will remove will be from here to here. Leave other ones, all this feed, post, default, leave it. Just replace the site name to your site, so it will auto detect your default your recent post and it will display it. So let's now save and refresh our page. You see our page is slowly making sense. So this is our recent post. Our page is slowly making sense. Okay, now you see, if you can check now, our contact is no more enabled here. So let's go and enable our contact. Okay, let's go to top right. I think you should be here. Top menu. Okay, that's it. Now click on add new item. Now click on, let me see if it will decode my contact. Okay, it did not decode it. Contact us. Let's contact us. We want to add contact. We already created a page for our contact. You remember? We've already created a page for our contact. Now we want to make it to be visible. We want the contact to be close to this home. You see? So what we need to do is copy our home page, come and paste it here. It will now be /p. That p means this is a page. p/contact.html. You see? Click on save. So we can now go and refresh, and you notice that our contact will be there. Now you see contact us. When you click on contact us, it will now take us to our contact us page. You know, we've already created our contact us page. So when you click on it, it will take us to our contact us page. Now, what you still need to know is, let's see if this thing can send. Howdy Ken. Howdy Ken. Submit. Valid. Howdy Ken. Okay, let's check our home page. Okay, our site is ready for this contact us. When you click on contact us, you'll be able to contact us. So if peradventure it did not work for you, by using this template by default, it should work for you. But if peradventure you try to click on contact us and your message did not send, now what you need to do is you come and copy this at the end of this form, this contact us form. By default you should be able to send, but if you are not able to send, what you do is we'll come to this Teams HTML. Now let's search for skin. Enter. So we'll come here just before this skin here and we'll paste our contact form. What we are pasting is, if we paste this in case our contact form is 2. If your contact form is 2 and you want to hide the default contact form, that's when you paste this. If after using our template your contact form is just 1, you might not need this. If it's 2, then you will need this. You see, I'm just showing you mine. I've checked mine, the second one did not show. You see, I wanted not to use this, the second one did not show. It only shows when if we use this template before activating our contact form. But because we activated our contact form before using the template, that's why the second one did not show. But if the second contact form show for you, all you have to do is to come and do this, add this. It will be at the end of our contact. It will be at this end of this place. I'll share this thing with you. It will be where you can easily download it. So add this and save. With this, the second contact form will not show. The one that will show will just be the one you created, and that's this one, the one we created. So at this point you can now be able, you've hidden the first contact form, the default contact form, and this one is enabled. So when you click on it, you'll be able to send. Okay, now what's our next target? Our next target is to add robots.txt, add and enable robots.txt. Okay, now let's go and enable our robots.txt. Robots.txt helps your site to be crawlable, so that it can be crawled. People can see it on Google. So let's click on settings. We head over to our robots.txt. Robots.txt, we'll enable it. After enabling it, we'll go to Google and search for robots.txt generator. Click on go. Now it will look for, okay, let me check this for Blogger. I think there's a particular one, Decorum. So you can use this one, robot.txt generator. Now come down. Now we need to paste our site here so that we can generate the robot. Copy, paste, generate robot. Now we now need to copy the whole of this thing. Now click on this place, copy. It has been copied to our this thing, clipboard. Come here, click on this and paste. So our robot.txt is ready. That's it. After which you come down, click on enable header tags, home page, click on all, no dp, save. So second one, click on all, no dp, save. Third one, click on all, no dp, save. Okay, that's it. We are done with enabling and setting up our robots.txt. So what's our next target? To enable and add ads.txt to our blog. So we will do the same thing we did here. Ads.txt generator. So click on this, you click on this. So for you to do this, you must have enabled AdSense on your account. To enable that, you come to this ending, create AdSense account. But because I don't want to create, I will not need to continue. So we create AdSense account. It will generate something like this. After creating it, it will create something like this for you. Just come to this point, you will see something like this. Just come, paste it here and click on generate. It will generate the thing for you and you can be able to use it on your blog. So for example, let's use this. For example, it will create something like this. Just come and copy it. Mind you, this is not for us, this is not our own, your own. So for you to see this, you need to first of all create AdSense account so that you'll be able to see that. After which, you've generated this, come back to your settings, come down to enable ads, that's monetization, enable ads, then paste this, save. So at this point, we've enabled monetization feature on our account, but we'll still not be able to monetize until Google approves. You know, when Google want to approve, they will check if this is enabled on your account. If it's not enabled, they will decline. So for you to monetize your account, there are some things you need to know. Your account needs to be at least 6 months old. You must have created at least 5 posts, not less than 600 words, and your traffic must have generated some amount of traffic for you to be able to even apply. And there are some other requirements that you need for you to apply. This is just the basics. I'm just telling you. Your blog should be at least 6 months old. You must have posted at least 5 valuable content posts, and your channel must post your website must have generated some amount of traffic before you can apply. Mind you need to enable this, and you need to enable robot.txt for you to apply. The other things you need to know for you to apply: you need to enable legal pages on your site. What are legal pages? Let's head over to our site and let me show you our sample legal pages. Legal pages, for you to apply for monetization, you need to have terms and conditions on your page. You need to have privacy policy. You need to have disclaimer. You need to have contact us, and you need to have about us. This is very important for you to even apply for monetization, except if you are ready to be turned down by Google severally. If you want to be turned down severally before you can monetize, then you can be applying. If not, just get these things ready before you can even apply. If not, don't even start the application process. Okay, that's it. At this point, we've added our custom as.txt. We've added our robot.txt. So that one is set. So what other thing do we want to achieve? We want to add our blog to Google Console. Google Console. Now let's check something now. Let's see if we have sitemap on our site. This is our site /sitemap.xml. Let's copy this, we still need it. Go. Okay, so with this, it shows that our sitemap is ready. That means our site can be indexed, our site can be seen by Google. This is possible because of that robot.txt. If you've not done that, this might not come for you, except if you want to try it out yourself. Okay, so our sitemap.xml is ready. So let's go and add Google to Google Console. Let's add our site to Google Console. To add your site to Google Console, you come here and click on Google Console. You need to log in, and then you can be able to add it. This is our console. Come here, paste your site. This one will not have HTTPS, it will just have the site. So just click on OK. It will auto verify that you are the owner of the property. Done. We've added our site to Google Console. So we've added our property to Google Console. So what other things we need to do? We need to add our sitemap to Google Console so that our site can be seen by Google. This is where we will now submit our sitemap. Now click on submit. It will submit, and then see success. We've added our sitemap to Google Console, so Google can see this. Google can now see this. That's how to add your sitemap to Google Console. And with that, you just have to give it some time. We can now be able to see our site from Google. Type anything that is on your site. If we are ranking very well, Google will be able to see it. So that's by the way. So far we've covered how to create a blog, add contact page, recent page, tags, category, robot.txt, add.txt, blog console. So at this point we can now see our blog. Now we've done this one. We've created a post. We've replaced default template with our own responsive template. Now let's do submenu drop down. Now we are done here, so we can close it. So this is our site. We want to add menu. This is our home page. We want to add menu, other menus. Now let's see. Let's head over to our layout. Now let's head over to our main menu. So we want to add more lists here. So we can now say we want to add featured. So we can make featured to, okay, let's example with the example. Let's just make this contact to be our featured, or you know what, okay, now this is blogger. Click on blogger. Okay, this page now, let's make this page our featured page. Okay, so let's come here, replace this, save. You see, now it is now our featured. Now let's refresh this. Let's go back here, see our featured. If we click on it, it will take us to this point. Okay, now let's do another thing. These are featured. Let's replace this featured with blogger, something like blogger, and then create a feature with more drop down. So this is no, go back. This is our menu. So let's just make this thing like blogger tag. Let's just call this blogger tag. And now let's add a featured. Now we want to add submenu now. That's for this one, submenu drop down. You see, so what we'll do is we'll make this one to be hash. You see, make this one to be hash. You save. You see, now we add another one. Record this one something like internet. We want internet to be a drop down. Now we want, when you click on internet, it will take us to another thing, to another page, another drop down before we finally get to the page we want to go to. So we'll make this one underscore internet and still make this thing hash. Save. Let's go and check what we just did now. We're trying to create a drop down. Refresh. Okay, I think we've not saved this. Save. Now let's refresh. Okay, you see this is blogger tag. When you click on it, it will take you to the other one. But now this is a drop down. When you click on it, it will now, okay, this is a drop down. Now we want to create another drop down to this drop down. You see, what you need to do is create another, add another item, call it, let's maybe call it internet, social media, social. Okay, let's just call it social. And you want this social to be under internet. Mind you, internet is under featured. Now you want social media, social to be under internet. What you just need to do is to add double under 1 2. Automatically you want it to be under this. So let's maybe make this social to lead to our own site. So socials, save. So that means if you refresh this, social will be under internet, internet will be under featured, feature will social will now be under social. So when we click on social, it will now take us to our site because we want it to take us to our site. You see. So if peradventure you want to add more, what you just need to do is be adding underscore under. But if you don't want this one to be under this one, you want it to be under featured, what you just need to do is remove one of these under, so it will now be under featured and it will not be under internet. So save. I want to create another drop down for featured, so you do this. Let's call this one ghentech. I want this ghentech to be under featured. Just come and put one underscore, and now here you add anything you want to add. Let me add a YouTube channel, youtube.com/ghentech. Save. So the two will now be under featured. You see, that's how to do your drop down. You see, so if you don't want this one to lead to anywhere, you want to create another sub menu under this internet. That means you make this internet to be a hash. You don't want that internet to lead to anywhere, but you want to have more sub menu under that internet. Then that's when you make that one to be hash, because you want to do other and more drop down under it. But if you don't want to do under more drop down, you want all the drop down to be under featured, that feature will be hash. Then you now do this underscore, and now drop more menus to that point. Okay, at this point I think I've covered all of it. We've created a blog, we've created contact page for our blog, we've created a tag for our blog, We've created a category for our blog. We've created robot.txt for our blog. We've created art.txt for our blog. We've added our blog to Google Console. We've added a submenu dropdown to our blog. We've replaced default template with our responsive SEO ready template. And we've created a sample post on our blog. So that's it. So let's go back for you to learn other things. I wrote more there. You see, so let's check the more. Okay, so let's explore my own blog. So at this point, I'm sure you know how to create a page. This is a sample page. This is a sample page. Okay, let's create another page that is not contact page. So to create a page, come here, click on page, new page, about. Mind you, anything that will be here will be what you write as that thing .html. If you write about us here together, that means what you will now write will be /p/aboutus.html. Now I want to write about us only. About. This site is a test site to teach my subscribers how to create a blog from scratch. Okay, so that's it. To learn more on how to create a blog, check our YouTube channel or our blog at ghentech. Okay, that's it. So okay, I made a mistake. Cancel. You need to do this. Do not allow pages. People are not supposed to comment on pages, so we click on do not allow. Now we'll publish our page. It is published, but if you come here, you'll notice that it is not enabled anywhere. Now you want to be able to head over to the page, or come here, click on layout, top menu, let's copy this, copy. Now let's add a new item, about us, paste. So remember that our page is about. I just wrote about as the topic or like call it topic be name to our page. So what you just need to change here is we change this to about. Save. We are done. Save. Now when we get over to our front end, we'll notice that about will now be here. About us. So when we click on about us, it will lead us to our about us. Okay, that's it. So we can head over to our default page, our home page. Just click on this picture. It will take us to our home page. So what other things do we need to learn? So these handles, if you don't need any of them, it depends on you. You can decide to remove. If you check now, this site slowly is looking professional. If you check, you see, if you check, the site is looking professional, small. You see, so you can decide to add more things to the site. You see, so question is, what other things do you want to add to the site? It is left for you to add more to the site. You see, that's just it. Our site is ready. So to view your statistics, people that visit your site, you can use these statistics and monitor people that visit your site. You can use this one to monitor all the comments on your site. You can do this one if you want to monetize your site. We already know how to create a page. We already know how to create a blog, a post. We already know how to create a fresh blog. We come here. You already know what we need to do in layout to make it look more neat. You already know how to modify our themes. You know how to modify our theme to suit your taste. You already know how to use this place settings. You see, so if you enable this, that means people can only visit this site when they accept an adult content warning. If not, they cannot visit it. Age restriction, age confirmation. If you enable this, that means people that want to visit your site must first of all confirm their age. Do a little sign up, confirm their age before they can even access your site. So if you want everybody to easily access your site, you don't need to enable this. You see, so what other thing? I think we've covered everything we need to know. So if you are new to our channel, please like and subscribe. Our channel name is Ghentech. You can search us on YouTube with the name Ghentech. You can write it separate, Gen and Tech, or you can write it together, Ghentech. It will show something. So follow us on Facebook, on YouTube. Visit our blog to learn more. Our blog name is ghentech.blogspot.com. We have lots of posts on our blog. You see, so you can check it out and learn some things. That's our blog. You see, so if you check our newly created page, we have lots of social media icons. You see, that was how mine was until I removed the ones I don't want and remained only the ones I need. So If you don't know how to remove your own, let me show you an example of how to remove the ones you don't want. So let's head over to layout, social media widgets. That's if you make use of this particular template. I'll keep this template where you have access to it. So if you think this is the kind of template you need, you can use it and it will be exactly how mine is. If you check our blog is almost ready. So you can replace this ad with the ad you want to put there. If you want to be ordinary picture, you can put it there. If you want it to be an ad, this ad is 728 by 90 pixels. So you need to use an ad that will be exactly 728 by 90 pixel and replace it here. How do you replace it? I'll still show you that. But meanwhile, let's remove some of the social media icons that we don't need. Delicious, we don't need delicious. Behance, we don't need it. We can decide to need RSS. Dribble, we don't need it. Blog loving, we don't need it. Google Plus, we can need it. Twitter, we can need it. Facebook, we can need it. Save. Now let's go to our front page and refresh and see the ones that have gone. So if you notice, it has reduced. So in the same vein, the ones you don't need, you can remove. That's how I did it until I was able to arrive at this point. You see? That's how we did it, and I got all this ready. So at this point, I don't have a drop down, but I'm sure you can create a drop down now. See a sample drop down. Featured, internet, social, ghentech. You see, you can create a sample drop down. So if you want to create another drop down here, I know you can now create it. Okay, if you want to change this, so what you need, if you use this particular template, you see, you can now navigate to header ads, HTML, then replace this one with your ad. Any ad that you want it to be there, that will be 728 by 90 pixels. You can paste it here and save. It will replace this one. So for this one, you can leave it as it is, or if you want to use a picture to replace it, you can go and search for the picture. Okay, for me, mine is picture. So if you want to use the same picture that I made use of, we can navigate to cooltext.com. That's where I got my own text. cooltext.com. From there, you can create your own logo. The other site you can create your logo, but mine came from cooltext.com. So let's give it time to load. So that's it. My exact logo, this one is this kit. So you can decide to clone your own as you like. If you don't like this one, you can decide to use other ones. So that's it. With the information you've learned today, I'm sure you can create a blog from start to finish. When I upload this video, I'll also upload all the resources to this place, how to create a free responsive site. So you need to come to this site and this page and download. So I'll It's not complete now, but I'll put all of them in one place so that you can be able to download. So at this point, we've achieved almost everything we need to achieve today. So if you are confused at any point, comment on our blog or comment on our YouTube. Our YouTube name is ghentech. Our blog name is ghentech. ghentech.blogspot.com. So at this point, I think our site is ready. Our site is ready. So anything you need to add, you can add. So if you don't know what to do, I'll put you through. Anywhere you are confused, if you try this out and you are confused, comment and I'll put you through. Okay, I think we are done here. Please like our YouTube channel, like and subscribe. Always come back for more videos and tutorials. You see, like our channel now, like our blog now, subscribe, and always come back for more videos and tutorials. Okay, I added extra benefits, I said, and lots more. So there's another thing I need to teach you now. Okay, if you want to create your blog for want to earn money even before you monetize your blog, and maybe you want to be selling ebooks, you see, I'll show you a site you can create to get ebooks, free ebooks, and you can use them. So let me add it as extra. Free ebooks for resale. So you can resell this site the books from this site that will show you. Okay, that's extra benefit. We are done with creating our blog. So if you have any difficulty creating your blog from start to finish, all you have to do is comment on our blog, comment on our videos, and I will put you through. You see, our channel name is ghentech. 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 You can write it separate, Gen and Tech, YouTube will find it. You can write it together, ghentech, YouTube will still find it. Our blog name is ghentech.blogspot.com. This is where I'll be dropping the resources you will need to create your own blog from start to finish. So what else? That we'll be able to create this blog from start to finish. So at this point, I'm sure you know how to do this. Replace this with a picture. Replace this with a picture. Replace this with okay, let's go and check this one. This is your logo, you see. If you want to replace it with a picture, just download the picture. After setting the picture at this point, this place, ghentech.com, you get the logo and everything you need. Come to this point, click on upload from computer. It will open your computer, you access where the picture is, and you can now use it as your logo. That's just by the way. So if anything that is here you don't know how to use any of them, comment and I'll put you through. They are just simple to use. This template made it so easy that you don't need to stress yourself much to modify it. It's so simple, you see. So you can Google and get your own template, or if you need this particular template, I'll drop it on my blog. You can download it and use. So I think I've touched everywhere. So if you want to now replace this thing with your URL, what you now need to do is to go and modify it. So like this one, social media icon, if you want to replace this with your like this one, I want to replace it with your YouTube. This is Instagram, there's no YouTube here. Let me show you. You can decide to add it yourself. The thing that will enable the picture, there's no YouTube here. The thing that will enable the picture is already in the template you imported. That's why that template is SEO already. You don't need to stress yourself much. You see, if you want to use YouTube, add YouTube to this. If you check now, there is YouTube on my own, but there is no YouTube on this one. So if you want to add YouTube icon to your page, just come here and add YouTube. The template you made use of will auto decode and give you the icon on front end. Okay, let me just use hash here and let's save and go and refresh our front page. You will notice that the YouTube icon will now be there. Let's check if it's there. See, the YouTube icon just appeared. It wasn't there, but it just came up. What you need to do is just come. It wasn't there. I just named this one YouTube. It auto decoded it and brought up the icon. This was possible because of the template I made use of. If you use the default template, this will not come up for you. So if you think this template is the exact template you need to head over to our blog, ghentech.blogspot.com, and download the template. If you are watching this video from YouTube, I will drop the link to this page in the description. All you have to do is navigate to where it is, download and use. But meanwhile, I would like you to subscribe to our channel. Stay subscribed, and always come back for more videos and tutorials. Click the notification button so that you'll be notified when we post. If there's any post you have in mind for me to post, just comment, I will put you through. Our channel name is ghentech. As you can see, our channel name is ghentech. Our blog name is ghentech. Channel name is ghentech. Just go to Google, just go to YouTube and search for ghentech, or you can just go anywhere. Even if you go to Google, you'll find my channel. Just type ghentech, you'll find my channel name, you'll find my blog name, because I've already indexed my blog. I've already added, what we did on our Google console, sitemap.html. That sitemap will make my site to be discoverable on Google. So let's do a practical. Let's go to google.com. google.com. Because I've added my sitemap to Google, I'll be able to find my channel name, my blog, everything. Ghentech search. So the second one is my YouTube channel. Just type ghentech together. The second one will be my YouTube channel. Just go and subscribe. That is if you saw this video on another platform. If you saw it on YouTube, please subscribe. Our channel name is ghentech. Okay, and our blog name is ghentech.blogspot.com. Okay, so I've deviated. I wanted to teach you where you can download ebooks that you can use, modify, use for free, and even sell it, resell for free. Let's go to Google and search PRL, PRLR. The second one, free PRL downloads. You see, the ebooks here, you can reuse them, but there are some limitations you need to learn. MRL means you can reuse, but the person that will sell it will not be able to reuse. You can Google more and get the meaning of all this. We have MRL, we have RR, and we have PRL. Now let's get an example of. Don't try to use this MRL or RL, because you end up violating people's copyright and they might flag you. Now let's look for the ones that you use and you will not fall into any victim of any copyright. Let me show you. All these MRL, just run away from them. Let me show you the ones you can use free of charge. Now let's check SEO. They are still MRL. Okay, see this one, PLR ebooks, free PLR ebooks. This free PLR means you can download, you can change the name of the author, you can use the ebook as anyhow you like. So if you want to create your blog to make more money, so you can create your blog with what I just taught you now. You can design your blog with just what I just taught you now, and you can start getting your ebooks, modifying it, and selling for money. You see, so you can learn a lot and you can gain a lot from internet. It takes time. It's not easy. I don't expect this thing to be expert for you. It will be difficult at some point, but over time you must have learned all the strategies you need and you will start doing well. So at this point our blog is ready. Remember, we were able to modify the template up to this point. So at this point, I know you can be able to add tags to your post. I know you can be able to create a category. I know you can be able to create a simple post, I know you can be able to add drop down to any of your posts, any of your pages. Like this page, you want it to have a drop down like this. I know you can do it, but if you don't know how to, let me brush your mind. If you want to add this drop down, you have to come to your menu header. You see at this place, if you want to add one, if you like, for this feature, this is the feature, and you want 1 2 3 to be under the feature, what you just have to do is put underscore before the name, and then this hash, you can now replace it with the place you want it to lead to. So once somebody click on it, it should lead that person to so place. And if you want it to have a more drop down, you can decide to put double of underscore here. You see, so okay, now let's try and add, and see, we have 1, we have 2. Now let's add the third one that will still have a drop down. You see, now this place might be tricky. We've done featured. We now have 3 drop down under it. Now we want to add the next one. We don't want it to be a drop down, we want it to stand on its own. What we need to do is just call the name of the thing we want it to be. Let's call it ghentech. You want it to be ghentech, and you want this ghentech to have a drop down. You see, and you don't want it to be under feature. If you want it to be under feature, what you just have to do is put underscore here. It will be under feature, but you don't want it to be under feature. You want it to stand on its own. So we want to create the third drop down. So we'll remove this. We'll now put hash here, because you don't want the first drop down to lead to anywhere. So you have to put hash there, save it. So that hash will now be only this feature, only this one. You don't want it to lead to anywhere. You just make it a drop down. Just make it like that. So you put hash there. Now we want to now put a drop down to this ghentech. Now we now have to add another one. So let's now call this one ghentech blog. Now you want this ghentech blog to be under this ghentech. What you need to do is do underscore before this, and that means this automatically means it should be under this ghentech drop down. So at this point, you can decide to now add a menu, a shortcut, a recent post, anything you want to be under this, you can now add it. So if you don't want to add it, you still want another drop down to be under this ghentech blog, all you have to do is make it another hash and save. Now you want this ghentech to be a drop down, and you want this ghentech blog to be under ghentech, and then you want to create another one that you want to be under ghentech blog. What you need to do is add another item, come down and write it's something like ghentech drop. Now you want it to be under this ghentech block, so you have to do double of under. So with this, you are telling the system to make it to be under this ghentech block. So you can decide to make this, put a link to this place, or you can still decide to have another drop down. You see, so with that you can decide to have a continuous drop down. So at this level, if we refresh now, we'll now have three of this, and then the third one will now have, this one have single drop down, 1 2, just is under feature. Now the next one we created, it will now have this, and this thing will now be under another thing. So let's now refresh and confirm what we just did now. You see, this is ghentech. So this ghentech is under this ghentech block, and this ghentech block is now under this ghentech drop. So anywhere you want this one to now lead you to, you now add the URL to it, and it will take you to that place. You see, so we've already said something on how to change this. If you want it to be a picture, you can change it. If you don't know how to create it, you can go to cooltext.com and create one. This is where I created mine. This is our channel. This is our contact page. This is our site blog. You see, so at this point you can decide to create yours. That's where I created mine, and I'm just trying to do a recap of everything we've done so far. Okay, so now this is now our site, our blog. Now if you want to change it into video, you can decide to change it to video, to picture. If you want to change this thing, if you want it to, when you click on it, it will be your referral page. You see, so you need to add that referral picture to this place. Anywhere you want to, just look for an ad that has 728 by 90 pixel, copy it and head over to this place and replace it. I'm showing you this particular one that I replace it. Just replace this one and save. That's all. It will replace this here. You see, this scenario is when you will use our template, this particular template. I'll make this template available. Check the description and download. The template will be available. So the things that I'll make available will be: one, I'll make available the contact form. So I said something about the contact form. When you create the contact form, you need to copy this, paste, save. That's for the page. Then you come to your HTML. Just before this, search for skin. Do enter 2 times. It will take you to this skin. Just before this skin, copy this and paste. Or the work of this thing is for the second contact form not to show. It's only the contact form page that you created that will show. So if you have any difficulty using this contact widget, I'll put you through. Just comment and I will put you through. So next thing is I'll drop this template. I'll drop it where you need it. That's in case you need this particular template. If you need this particular template, I'll still drop it where you have access to it. The next thing I will drop will be recent post widget. So let's check our recent post. This is a recent post. We added this. So if you think you need this, I will drop it where you have access to it. You see, so these social media icons, anyone that think you don't need, I've already shown you guys how to remove the social media. I was able to remove this one. This YouTube was not there, so I added it. So maybe if you skipped any part and you did not capture how we did this, let me repeat it. Let me do it for this one that is here. So we'll head over to our layout, come down and look for our footer social media widgets. Okay, we will need Facebook, Google Plus, and Pinterest. We will not need this. I don't know. We will not need this. You can decide to need this. That's if you want to probably use any RSS from any platform. This Behance, we don't need this. We will need Instagram. Delicious, we don't need this. So if we save now, let's go and now refresh our page. You will notice that this will reduce. So it has reduced, but there is no YouTube, and maybe you want to add YouTube icon to this place. So we'll now head over, go back to our widget and then add for YouTube. What you need to do is add a new item, and then just call the name YouTube. If you use this particular template, you see, then this YouTube is already embedded in the template. So once you call this thing YouTube, the template will automatically decode the icon you want to use and use it. So let's check what we just did now. Just by mere calling this thing YouTube, if we refresh this thing, YouTube icon will now show. See, there's no YouTube icon for us, but because of the template we are making use of, we can now refresh, we can now introduce YouTube icon. So at this point, we will now have to refresh and see our YouTube icon is now here. Okay, I told you guys that I've already done free ebooks for you can resell. Now there's another thing I did not add. Now how to add fav icon to your blog. There's another one I skipped. So these are extras. So what is fav icon? Let's go back to this place. So this is our blog. Now if you check very well, you see that our icon is here. Our YouTube, our channel icon is here. So that's fav icon. Now if you check this one, the one that is here is blogger fav icon. So if this icon, you can decide to change it. How do we do it? Okay, like if you want to use this part a video or picture, it depends on you. What you need to do is head over to Google and search for fav icon. You see, search for fav icon and click on enter. You see, so you click on this first one and create your fav icon. Okay, so that's just it. favicon.com and create your fav icon. favicon.io. At this point, you now decide if you want to use image. If you want to use image, you click on this image. If you want to use text, you click on text. If you want to use emoji, you click on emoji. It depends on you. Anyone you want to use, you can now use it. You see, for our blog, I made use of PNG, our picture. I made use of our picture and I converted it to ICO. So you can decide to convert text to ICO, and you can decide to convert emoji to ICO, and now you can now replace it. Now another question is, how do we replace it? To replace it, you go to settings, see fav icon. From here you can now search your directory, and when you click on it, it will now, let's click on it. You see, you can now choose image file from your PC or from your phone and use. You see, so that's just it. So at this point we are almost done. If you want to add ads to your system, you can replace this ad banner with the ad you want to use. So it should, the resolution, the pixel should be 320 by 200 or 320 by 250 or 300 by 250. So that's the pixel that will be here. So you can now replace it. This one is, you can replace this one. This one should be 728 by 900 pixel. So that's just it. So at this point, you can at this level, you can be able to create this, you can be able to create this, you can be able to add this, you can be able to add your contact form. See, our about is ready, our contact form is ready. And I said I'll also drop this contact form template, the widget, so that you can easily use it on your own blog. If you need my help on how to use, just comment on our channel. Our channel name is ghentech, and our blog name is ghentech.blogspot.com. Our channel name is ghentech. If you don't know the spelling, you can just, if you don't know the URL, you can just type ghentech on YouTube. It will bring it out. If you write it together, if you write it separately, our channel will be the number one, so you subscribe. You see, so if you search Google ghentech, our URL will be the second. So that's just it. You can subscribe to our channel and comment and let us know that you have any difficulty. I will put you through. Now, another thing, if you don't know how to write your privacy terms and conditions, disclaimer, sitemap, I am available. I will still help you and put you through on how to write all this. So see our sample sitemap. These are ghentech blog sitemap. Sitemap automatically grabs all the things you post on your channel and it will list it here. You see, so if you don't know how to write it, just let me know. I also have templates for this. I will still put you through. If you don't know how to do all these ones, I will put you through. So at this level, I believe you can be able to bring up your channel, your blog, you see, and you can be able to probably do ebook modification, ebook redesign with the help of this PRL. I said something about free PRL downloads. Here you can decide to get ebooks and modify, read and create your own ebooks. And I said something on how to add your site robot.txt to your site, ads.txt to your site, and lots more. I also said something on how to add your sitemap to Google Console so that your site will be discoverable by Google. Anyone you missed, just comment and I'll put you through. That's why I needed you to follow the video step by step from the beginning. It might be long, but just follow it step by step so that you'll be able to grab everything you need about this. Remember, our channel name is ghentech. Subscribe. Always come back for more videos and tutorials. Your subscription means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. Subscribe and let's grow together. That's my channel name, ghentech channel name, and our blog name is still ghentech, ghentech.blogspot.com. So this is our newly created blog. It is ready. This particular template is ready for use. So all you have to do is download and use. Okay, what else do you think that will be difficult for you? I think I've touched everything you need to know to create a professional looking blog. Okay, I think I missed something. Now, if you see my own blog now, you'll see that this is a post that I created and there is picture on the post. So this picture makes this particular post to be very neat. You see, so for you to your own to be like this, if you do, okay, if you see, let's check our post. If you check our post, there's no picture. You see, there's no picture, so it's not that it's not looking that neat. So for you to add your picture at the beginning of every post, just paste, like this is the this one, And you know, I also said something about this. You can only use this line if you skipped it. You can only use this line if you made your number of posts to be something like 8, and your last post made it to reduce to 7 or lesser. Once you get that kind of difficulty, just come here, click on this, insert jump break. With that, it will automatically correct it, and your number of posts will now be complete. You see, I said something on how to embed URL, say something on how to change color, how to input your picture and your videos. So if you want your post to be like this, so that the picture can be clickable, when you click on it, it will now enter. So what you need to do is, at the beginning of every post, just come here, push it down, and then select this, locate picture from video, a picture from your computer, and put it there. At the beginning of every post, at the beginning of every post, just make sure you add it. That will make all your posts to look neat, and the pictures that you use should be high pixel picture. You see, if you don't know how to an application you can use to do your pixels, your videos, your pictures. If you don't know, I use if pizza grip, pizza grip or something. Okay, if you can go to grip. You see, if you can go to Google, just search for pizza grip. I think it should use pizza grip. That's this thing I use to do my thumbnails, my pictures. It has the quality, it can give you quality pictures. So you can search for pizza grip on Google Play Store and download. If you search and it did not give you anything, you can now comment, and I'll cross check with mine and post it. But I think it should be this. So that's it. So at the beginning of every post, just put a picture, so that it will make your post to look neat. You see, so that's just it. So at this point, okay, and I say something on how to tag. I say something on how to turn off comments. I said some. So we've already customized our robot.txt, but at this point you can decide to still customize more for each post. So you can now save what you modify. If you refresh this, so there will be changes here. Okay, that will be when you log in. You see, so that's it. I believe I must have touched everything you need to know on blogging. I believe you've learned something that is tangible enough to make you subscribe to our channel. Please subscribe now. Let's grow together. I really love to grow together with you. You see, so I said something about this privacy settings. This thing, if you think you need it, you can decide to probably go to my blog, copy mine, and replace some things. Don't do verbatim copy, and go to my blog, copy mine, and change some things, modify it, and use it on your blog. This is all like a custom this thing, terms and conditions, all these legal pages. It's just like a custom legal page, so you can use it and reuse it. Just make sure you change some things, let it not be verbatim copy. Okay, so I've said something on this five icon. I've said something on the site, importing templates, adding a about us, adding a contact page. You see how to add extra icon that is not on this particular template that you see on my blog. I see. So there, I've said something on how to add a tag. I said something on. Okay, so if you check this particular template, there is no about me, so you can decide to go and enable about me. So to do that, what you now need to do is go back now, head over to layout, then come to any point you want that about me to be. Let's see, say you want it to be on sidebar. Come here and enable profile. So about me, save, show about me. So if we now refresh, you'll notice that about me will now be somewhere here. So see about me. So if I click on it now, it will try to take me to where I'll need to configure this about me. You see, so I'm the owner, so I have the ability to edit it. So we've now added about me to our blog. So if you think you want to add extra things, so let's do hands-on on other things you can add on your page. You see, so if you want to add feeds on your page, you can add it and probably get feeds on from your YouTube account. Like, let me show you. I think I have this feed on my blog. So see this. So our YouTube feeds, these feeds came from my YouTube channel. This is the last thing I updated on my channel. You see, 1 2 3, that's the last thing I uploaded on my channel. That's why the last feed is here. So to enable that, all you have to do is come here, click on feeds, copy your YouTube URL, paste it there and save it. It will autocomplete the rest. So with that, you'll be able to get the last 3 or 5 feeds from your YouTube account. So you can now decide to modify it to your taste. So if you want to add translate, you can come here and enable translate on your blog. So any person that is not an English speaking person can come here and translate it for himself so that you understand the language. So what you have to do here, just come and change. So if you select another language, it will process and translate. You see, it has translated it. So it translated it only for you. That doesn't mean it has changed everything on the blog. It translated it only for you. So if you want to read and understand it, you can use Google Translate and translate it for yourself. You see, so that's a good one. So I think it's not on our own blog. I think I will need to add that so that any person can come here, translate and use. So let's check other things you can enable here. We already enable contact form. You can decide to enable Wikipedia on your blog so that people can easily add search from your blog. So attribution, if you want to do attribution on your blog, you can decide to enable this. Okay, so that's it. I've told you how to use this label. A big video, if you want to use image from on anywhere apart from the when composing your post, you can use this. Okay, follow us. Then we got a mail that they will disable this, so this shouldn't be available again, but you can try it out. Page header, you can add your page header. You see, HTML, when you want to add HTML to your page. Block search is already enabled. You can decide to enable featured post on your channel. So if you've monetized your channel, you can click on AdSense and place where you want your ads to be. So I already said that for you to monetize your channel, there are some things you need to meet up. Your channel must be at least your blog must be at least 6 months old. You must have uploaded some posts on your blog. You must have your blog should have a particular level of traffic for you to monetize. You see, so and there are some other AdSense policy that you need to meet up for you to be able to monetize your blog. You see? So thank you for listening up to this moment. So I will need you to subscribe now. Check our YouTube and subscribe. Our YouTube channel is ghentech channel. Subscribe and stay subscribed. So when you subscribe, hit the notification button so that you'll be notified when we post. So at this point, I think I've covered everything we need to know on our blog, on blog creation. Everything we need to know on blog creation, I think we've covered everything. So what you just need is check the description, download all the templates you will need to create your own blog, and head off and create your own blog. If you get stuck at any point, notify me. I'll put you through. I promise I'll put you through. Just try and subscribe to our channel and stay subscribed. Thank you for watching our video up to this point. Our channel name is ghentech. Please subscribe and always come back for more videos and tutorials. Okay, so this is our ready to use blog. If you followed us from the beginning, you can recall that we've done a massive work on this blog, on our newly created blog. So start right away. Create your own blog. Create your favicon. Use your favicon. Create your text. Use your text. Create your robot.txt. Enable it. Create your ads.txt. Enable it. You see, so publish your post and you're good to go. Okay, this is ghentech channel. If you are new to our channel, please like and subscribe. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please comment and share. Comment and share our video. This is ghentech channel. This is ghentech blog. Subscribe, comment, stay subscribed. I always come back for more videos and tutorials. Thank you. Subscribe right away. Hit the notification button so that you'll be notified when we post. Thank you for following this tutorial from beginning to end. If you skipped any part, please go back and grab everything you need. Thank you and do have a great day. ghentech loves you.